Yo, what up, man? Your boy Infamous Tex out here. The world famous Compound Films, man. And it's been a hell of a year, man. 2023, big year for the network. Of course, from my boy King Malcolm in the building, man.
What it do? It is the king. What it do? He used to talk to me. I'm here with Infamous Tex. H, you know what I'm saying? Hustle Town Network. Let's do it.
That's right, man. We out here, man. And you've been out here. You've been small amount of time in the city.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
How long you been in Houston so far?
What today? Like I said, it's November, right?
Yes, sir.
So that's 11 months of counting. So you know what I'm saying? One more month, there'll be a year in the H, you feel me? So shout out to Houston for this amazing year that we had.
That's right. That's right. And you were telling me moments ago about, originally from Georgia?
Yes, I'm from Columbus, Georgia. Straight out Khalil, kill Columbus. You already know. Shout out to my city.
Man. And what's the vibes out there? Like, I already know Georgia's lit. You know what I'm saying? In Columbus, how's the hip hop scene out there and everything, man? Because, I mean, you coming with some heat, man. You know what I mean? I know Atlanta, and we see a lot of those guys come out here. Georgia just on fire, as it is. Columbus, what's the scene out there, man? Are you making noise out there? Were you already making noise out there? Or you just...
Salute to my city. So in Columbus, Georgia, I pretty much, just to tell you the vibe, it's really like a town filled with murder and talent. So on one side, it's 100,000 people. And our murder rate is at the same level as Houston that has 2 million people. So that's one factor. But on the other side, we have a beautiful city with culture and music. Now, if you say that I make a mark, come on, the last 2 years, I've been nominated 14 times in award shows down there. I was at one point before I came here running my own studio, MP3 Engineering, for 2 years straight, independently, no job, and I was doing graphics. And we had hit, multiple streams down there on the radio. Shout out to the entire Tri-City, which is Columbus, Georgia, Opelika and Auburn. Let's do it.
Man. Well, shit, man. Okay. And I've been seeing all the stuff you're doing out here. So I'm like, man, okay, my boy been making some noise out there. You mentioned also you were going under the name MP3 at first when you came in. You transitioned here recently to King Malcolm.
Yes, sir.
And King Malcolm's just making noise all over, man. Sometimes the change is not a bad thing. I even changed my name, about 4 or 5 years ago to find the Infamous Tex. I was Lil Tex. Lil Tex. Lil Tex. Lil Tex. Yeah, that was my old rap name, and you don't want to give that. I was doing that for like almost 20 years, about 15 years at the time. And just having to make that change, and I said, let me change something completely different. I didn't want to have the ties as the hip hop. I wanted to be the host. Got to be something different. So the host with the most, went with Infamous Tex.
Okay.
But King Malcolm, tell me about the transition from MP3 over to King Malcolm, because you made a lot of noise in between all that, and that just said, was that kind of the main thing that started that fire into going into King Malcolm?
Well, let me see. So MP3 is legally my initials.
Okay.
So my name is Malcolm, so the M in MP3 was Malcolm. Fun fact for you if y'all didn't know.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? So I was always myself. So what happened was when I first came down here, I was transitioning to 2 letters, 1 number. 2 letters for MP, 1 number for 3.
Right.
Now what happened was after the viral clip over there at the Stro game.
Viral.
The caption and the hashtag that was on TikTok said King Malcolm, because it was either Foul Ball Guy, FBG, or King Malcolm. So I wasn't gonna be FBG. I'm letting you know now. So I seen King Malcolm. I thought it was more flavor, and it also showed me I think God gave me, and that's one thing. Let me start this off by saying, Lord, I want to give you all your praise because we have made it here today, and just being here is amazing because I came from a small city of Columbus, Georgia. But God really showed me at that moment to be a vessel. And the responsibility, because they say heavy is the head and where's the crown?
Yeah.
So I've been trying to make sure I hold that up, with integrity.
Man, and you're doing a good job with it, man, because, you got a lot of supporters, a lot of people rocking with you, and that if they didn't know about your music then, they definitely know what you're doing now.
Yes, sir.
So it was the ultimate promo. I ain't gonna lie, man. That was like and it was legit and it was real. It was just as real as it comes. I mean, you were just there. You were at the game. So for those who don't know, you were at the game with your son. Watching an Astros game. You've never been to an Astros game before or anything like that?
I've never been to a baseball game before.
Wow.
So it's my very first ever baseball game. So me and my son, Charlie Ray, we get an interview right now, baby.
Hey.
So me and my son went there, and I just really wanted to give him that experience. So we there eating brisket, potatoes,
man,
nachos. I'm getting them Sprites. We popping it. You know what I'm saying? Popcorn,
spinning bags at Minute Maid. You already know it ain't cheap to go out there and have a good time.
My pockets were hurting more than my hand when that ball hit. I'm letting you know it was crazy. So we get there, right, and okay, they shoot the cannon. Wow. T-shirt. So I said, man, okay, he got a T-shirt, he got the nachos. What would make this amazing? If I get a foul ball, I'll be number one dad in the world, right?
Man.
In his eyes. Man, I got the opportunity, and it's like I remember it like it was 2 months ago. It was 2 months ago, but you get what I'm saying? It was like vivid memory. So he popped it up. Alvarez coming back, he hits it, boom, it's in the sky. And it just looked like, I promise you, if we was right there, you would have thought it was going to fall right into your lap. Right. So I'm like, oh, okay, Charlie Ray, you ready? I start reaching. Now, gravity works different than what I know. You know, I don't make the laws of gravity. So gravity starts pulling the ball out. So my hand naturally goes with the ball. So I'm out there reaching. So if you see me reaching over there, I did not purposely do it. I just was trying to make sure I got my son that moment. So what happened after that, we had our interview, and you know what I'm saying? The rest was history, baby.
Man, that's got to be a hell of a moment. All them eyes on you. You know, at Astros game too, you know, the Astros are always, you know, when they're doing good too, man, you got all eyes on the TV. So you got all these people watching, you grab the ball. What was your first initial, once you grabbed it, you know, and we're talking a little off camera at first, but when you first grabbed it, were you like, oh shit, did I mess this up? Did I, you know, 'cause I don't know sports myself. I ain't gonna lie. I could probably do something and probably do something that's gonna piss the whole damn stadium off and not know. What was the reaction?
So what happened was I actually dropped the ball.
Right.
So it hit my hand, and like I said, a ball dropping from that high is gonna have that heavy weight to it.
Yep.
2, we had Alvarez hitting it, so you know he's a heavy hitter. I don't know if you know.
Oh yeah.
Baseball. So
a little bit.
So when you say, what was the question? Put me down again.
As far as the reaction from the crowd, like when you touched it, was there a mixed reaction? And was it like a no to touch the ball? Because I wouldn't be able to tell you either.
I didn't know. See, that's the thing. I didn't know you're not supposed to touch the ball. I didn't know you're not supposed to be on the rail. Me and my son all on the rail. We yell, Alvarez. You know what I'm saying? We waving. We doing anything possible, anything and everything. So the reaction naturally was this: a couple boos, but honestly, the reason why it went viral is because of the people that's also in the stands with me. If you go to the video, not one person pointed me out. The entire stand covered me in their arms. Shout out to my new white mama. You know what I'm saying? Say, hey, auntie, we doing an interview. But my auntie that I first met there, she wrapped her arms around me and said, baby, it's okay. She there with her husband. Her husband and her just eating hot dogs and beer and stuff. You know what I'm saying? She's having a great time. So if you look in the video, it's me and this lady turned up. But the entire crowd, just in that entire area, nobody pointed me out. And when I came back, I got a standing ovation because they didn't want to see me lose that opportunity with my son. Because at the end of the day, I just wanted to make sure it's like me and him. Like, I wasn't nervous. I'm more nervous sometimes getting on the stage or making music versus that moment, even in front of those thousands of people, because I had to make sure I'm an example for him. I can't show fear. You know how it is with you.
Oh, yeah.
It's like you don't even think about fear when your child there. It's like, son, I promise you, anybody say something to you, we gonna have an issue, but they didn't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm walking upstairs like, boy, don't say nothing to my boy. I don't care how y'all feel about this game. But they pretty much wrap our arms around us, and I love that about it. Like, it shows that humanity is real, and like people can be genuine and have love for you, and without knowing you completely. So,
man, that's live, man. A hell of an experience. Man, I don't think I've ever gotten close to, you know, almost catching the ball like that. So that was dope to just be in that setting. Your son being able to experience that, and you know, you get home from the game, and it's all over social media. I mean, I was even getting tagged from a couple of sports fans that I know. They're like, "Hey, ain't that homie that won straight out of Texas?" And that's what we're about to get into next. But I was like, it sure is.
It's the kid that did.
And I was just seeing it go from there, man. So, I mean, of course, it was all over ESPN,
Yes,
Sports Center. I mean, some of the other outlets, some of the people that you know, retweeted and some of the stuff you saw.
Most definitely. So, salute to every platform that represented us in a positive light, from ESPN, Men's Journal. Men's Journal actually called me Father of the Year. USA Today, Yahoo Sports. We also had New York Post. We had multiple big platforms from Jelly Roll to
oh wow, Jelly Roll,
the country. Yes, he saluted me on there. Simba. Who else was it? Questlove. And Paul Wall. Paul Wall was actually underneath one of the posts saying, "Man, you gotta love the Stros, baby." And you know I love y'all like y'all love me.
That's
so
right.
It's like, so from there, just that was the most amazing of it. God willing, I'm so thankful.
Man. That's live, man. So, you know, hey, congratulations on that moment. You had a hell of a year just as soon as you got here, man. You know, when the first shows you got on when you got out here was Straight Outta Texas, and you won Straight Outta Texas. You know, and man, that was it was an amazing show right there. It was Straight Outta Texas 17. It was the 420 edition. We had who do we have? I think over there. I think Point Blank or someone. Point Blank headlining.
Sackboy
KD.
I met him for the first time, and then after that, you know, y'all had the Peso. But salute to, you know, Straight Outta Texas, because of that platform. It really put me right in front of the eyes of a lot of Houstonians, so they understand who is King Malcolm. We went up there, went down. What was it? North Pub.
Oh, it was a Concert Pub North. Shout out to Concert Pub
North. Rocked it with PTSD. And just pretty much gave my heart one thing about my music, and I feel like that would help me, even in this situation, being myself. When you see King Malcolm, it's the same person. It ain't a facade, it ain't a character. And right now we live in a world where people want something genuine. People want something with integrity and perseverance that they can actually relate to. I'm just like you. You feel me? When I look at you, I see me, brother. For real.
Man, I appreciate that, bro. You know, hey, we both fathers. We got our sons, and you know, hey, that's what it's all about. So I'm glad that you're a family man. You know, as far as, you know, taking your son out there and spending that time, and you know, because one thing you got to remember, you know, the streets and being in, because we're in the hip hop scene, so we're out there in them streets. We're out there in these clubs and doing just shows and all that. But you know, being a father at the same time and valuing that. And, you know, and putting that sometimes before the music, you know, you got some music that's ready to come out, ready to drop. What's the project? Can we talk about some of the stuff so far? Is it still kind of stuff you're not? Have you released some of the stuff yet?
It's already released. So now, if you're looking for any music, make sure that you follow me on all social media platforms and all major music platforms at King Malcolm. And the song that we have out right now is PTSD, No Doubt, Abused. And that will be on the album that is upcoming called Before the Fame by King Malcolm. Now, when you say about the father thing, bro, I appreciate you saying that, because that would help me so much. I even changed the way that I'm releasing music. Yeah. So with the name, 2 letters, 1 number was coming from a point of pain. That person, PTSD is a song about after my wife left, we found out she was pregnant. And from that song, I freestyled PTSD, and that's the song that won.
I was going to tell you, that's the one that...
Straight Outta Texas. Whew. So, boom, in those moments like that, I had to recreate myself and really, like, focus in, like, God, you're showing me it's time for the world to have a light on fatherhood. And when you say, like, pushing your music back, I didn't release no music within this time. A lot of people was like, man, this the time you drop music. Nah, bro. This the time I focused in on my son. Follow my son on all major platforms too. Charlie Ray Champ, you know, next greatest player in the nation. So that's all I did, and I've been listening to God. I've been focusing more on like loving myself and figuring out God within myself to be a vessel, because that fatherhood is such. It was almost something I was scared to show. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like, you got to think I'm at the game in daddy mode, hat to the back. T-shirt, you know what I'm saying?
In another city,
and that's what the world saw, and that's what the world fell in love with. They didn't fall in love with when I do the shows and I'm sticked up, or when I do the videos and the shades and all the facades. They didn't fall in love with that. They fell in love with Malcolm.
Wow.
And that's why I'm telling you, like, when you say being a father and understanding the balance of that, I'm so glad that I get to be, like I said, the vessel for that, bro. Like, for somebody like you who wants to balance, man, I still want to chase my dreams and chase my career. But also, bro, I'm doing this more not for myself, but for this generation that's coming up behind me. Because I know the infamous name going to keep living on, baby.
Man, appreciate that. Yes, sir.
That's all I got to say. I appreciate you.
I feel that. I feel like I'm in father mode, too, as far as just the hip-hop scene. I feel like, you know, again, I was telling you a little earlier, I did music for a while. And it's a hard thing. Yeah, Lil Tix. It's a hard thing to finally put that up. No artist wants to do that, you know. And for me to make that choice, it was almost like sacrificing Lil Tix to become infamous Tix, not knowing if it was going to work, and it did. It actually, to be honest, a lot of everything worked, and the actual viralness or the views and the following came after I put up the actual music. So like what you're saying about just being you, being father, being, you know, Malcolm, and that's what worked. You know, like that's what actually that did something, and it does something to us in here when it comes down to viewing how we do music and how we move now. Because it's like, wow, okay, I guarantee you now when you hit the studios and all that, it's almost a different completely different than MP3.
MP3, like I said, man, I can't, even on when you talking about like giving up music, can I be honest with you?
Yes, sir.
Can I tell you the honest truth? Don't judge me though.
Okay.
I was gonna give up.
Man.
I moved here and I've been doing music now for 2 to 3 years. So I started 2018. And I talked to God, and I know God doesn't have favoritism, but I feel like I'm anointed, and He really does have some type of something. He just looks out for the kid, and I said, God, give me a sign that I'm meant for this. Then I went viral.
Man,
You feel? I'm telling you,
you got a hell of a sign right there. I don't want to say hell in that sentence. You got a good sign right. You got a holy sign.
I'm talking about 2-3 months, because you gotta think I didn't do another show. I released. Shout out to what's their name. Pretty much Payphone Flow. They down here in Houston. They do like Lil Jeremy. They did a couple artists from down here in Houston. They did like the live performance.
Okay.
That was the last video I released. It's called One Time by King Malcolm. And that was like in April, bro. Because I had just got a new job. I just started I'm in a new city trying to keep it in the middle of the lane. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I was praying to God and was like, God, I'm about to be 30, bro. I'm 29.
Man.
I literally said, God, give me a sign before I turn 30. My birthday in March. I'll be 30 in March. You feel me?
Ooh, wee.
God gave me the biggest sign I could ever ask for. That's why I said, bro, a lot of people scared to say that. I know how it feels to keep chasing your dream and keep hitting a brick wall, and climb that brick wall and find out there's another step. But guess what? It's about the journey, not the destination.
Man, that's true.
Tell people, like right now, the 20 years that you got from being Infamous Tex, you had to go through them 20 years. And that's what I'm learning now. Like, all this hard work, all this dedication, even now, like, people like, man, you about to, it's not done.
Oh, no, you still got a lot. When I will tell you, everything started actually happening to me right at 29 to 30, right in that transition from 29 to 30. Cause like I've been Infamous Tex for the past like 5 years. So right around, I'm 35. So right in that transition, that's when I was making that transition right there. And I had a lot of talking to God on, what decision I'm going to make and if it's the right decision to make. So, and it's one of them things that you can't be scared to take that risk. And a lot of people are, and that's where some people completely will come to a stop. Yeah. And, you took the risk for one, coming to a whole nother city. Two, music wise and how you're going to strategize your music in this city, but also going viral, making the choice to become, okay, this is the fan favorite. This is the guy right here, King Malcolm,
positivity.
And I could just see, I could see the anointing on just from when you're talking. I'm like, this guy right here is really gonna. This is just the beginning. Maybe I'm sure there's gonna be that call. Yeah.
Hey, Tex ain't missed a couple times now. Y'all really playing my boy. My boy done hit it out the park a couple times with artists now.
Here's what's gonna happen too. You're gonna get that call from the Astros. Or I would say, go ahead and start getting that song ready for the Astros. Because they got a lot of favor, especially, people who already have seen you, notice you, Paul, them, who already got relationships with the Astros. It's gonna happen, getting that relationship with them. And man, I mean, hey, I'm just saying that the Stros, you just never know what can happen. I mean, hell, I got a couple of viral moments with the Stros. They still don't even know me by face or name, but I've had some, I did that last year when we did the World Series parade. Okay. I got some awesome drone footage that nobody has ever seen. No news station has this footage. The Astros want it. And they know who has it. And yeah, it's a pretty penny.
Hey, hit my boy right now.
We'll start at like 80 grand or something. Y'all can talk me down or something, but we'll start about 80 racks for some of this drone footage that nobody has of the owners of the Astros holding up the thing, looking at my drone, holding up the World Series, like that type of footage. It's actually the only place you can see it is on the Paul Wall How About Them Stros video, because they called me for the footage. Because we had it, and he had that How About Them Stros featuring Sam Knight, who also won Straight Outta Texas. So shout out to Sam Knight, because if you heard the How About Them Stros song, he's singing the hook, and he wants that's Sam Knight. So he's singing the How About Them Stros, How About Them Stros. Yeah. He won Straight Outta Texas 8. So we got a Straight Outta Texas winner right here who also had a viral moment with the Houston Astros. And keep in mind, I'm not a sports fan. Y'all guys are the ones that go out on y'all's own from here, and y'all come back, and I'm just like, look at this guy here. So again, shout out to Sam Knight, another straight out of Texas winner who's working with Paul Wall. Shout out to that Mexican OT who won straight out of Texas 5. So you're part of a legacy of these winners. This is like, this is like a Royal Rumble thing. Like it's like you winning Royal Rumble 17. Like this is what I made straight out of Texas was based after the Royal Rumble. Basically, that's exact. It's kind of the same concept.
I'm feeling like Triple H then, baby. I ain't gonna like the pedigree right now.
Pretty much, bro. Like you're one of those rare guys that because we've had hundreds. I mean, probably over 1,000 people that have touched a Hustle Town mic or a stage, and only a few that really have went to those farthest. You've been seeing everything like OT's doing right now. Man, and then he has hottest single out. And Paul Wall's on it too. Yeah. And he brought Paul Wall Paul Wall's never been in retiring. He ain't gonna retire ever. But he definitely got him on the billboards on the top places, that when Paul first came out, he was hitting, the billboards on his own with Nelly, doing all kinds of stuff. That was our time when Houston was just shining. And then it went other places, Florida, Atlanta, and them boys were shining. But to bring Paul Wall back out, one of the legends, and still salute that because, he's a new school artist. So we got a new school artist and an old school Texas artist collaborating together. So anyways, I'm just loving what's happening in 2023 right now with all the artists that we've had on board with Hustle Town Network. You doing your thing. So let's talk more about the music. So again, one more time, drop the social where they got to follow you on everything right now if they're not following.
If you are not following the kid that did, you're slipping. So I need you to stop tripping right now and follow me at King. That is King Malcolm, MALCOLMP. King Malcolm P on all social media and on all musical platforms that you like to listen to.
There it is. Okay, so project one more time. Okay, so the album. I know
it's called Before the Fame.
Okay, Before the Fame.
We dropping this in December. So by the time you see this interview, the album should be out.
And we got to take that to Hustle Town Digital. I'm just saying. Yeah. We got to make it official. We got to make it official.
By the time you see this video, Hustle Town official should be distributing it. You feel me?
That's
but
right.
Definitely Before the Fame it's my body of work for the last year. If you really want to understand where I came from, if you really want to understand the soul that is King Malcolm or the vessel that God is using, and that's one thing. If it touched you, I hope that it touched you. If it's for you, I hope that it's for you. But if you're looking for something real, it might not be something that's for the club. This is an album for the soul. If you're looking for something to grow with, if you're looking for a classic body of work where you don't have to just bob your head, you can actually feel the lyrics all the way to the beat, make sure that you go get Before the Fame by King Malcolm. Real talk.
That's right, man. Hey, y'all get ready because it's about to go down. 2024 is gonna be even hotter. Let's backtrack and talk a little bit about some of the musical influences. Just growing up, obviously, you're influenced by music.
Yes, sir.
So tell me some of the music that you're influenced by.
So off the dribble, if we're gonna just go there, MP3 comes from my mama's name is Melody, so that's the biggest influence. I feel like I look at stuff as omens, or I look at stuff as like God giving me symbols. So with my mama being named Melody, I always knew that music was a calling. When it comes down to influences, we're gonna go Kevin Gates.
Hey,
we're gonna go Lil Wayne, and then from there, we're really just gonna be saying my influences come from like. I really want to say like Ryan Leslie, Dr. Dre, because I'm a producer at heart. I'm somebody that not just only makes beats or make music, but make classic records through all of that. So those are my biggest influence. Shout out to my pop, he playing Tupac and all that. My mama love, what's his name? Jaheim. I don't know if y'all know that's some old school R&B.
I got to meet him a few times with Magic 102, and he's another legend right there too. Of course, Pac, man, so you definitely came from musical background, basically, as far as some of the different variety that you grew up on.
Why I came to Texas is because I understand Texas love melodic music. Shout out Mo3, shout out Kevin Gates, shout out Zero, shout out, all of the Texas legends that are melodic rappers. So I'm strategic with it. I understand that Texas understands my sound. If you like those rappers, Kevin Gates, Mo3, Zero, then you're gonna love King Malcolm. Man, y'all got to check it out. Check out the music. Again, winner of Straight Out Texas 17. Hey, that off top tells you, hey, keep an eye on this guy right here, because just from the past history of the guys who have been winning, man,
You're losing if you don't keep on track with them right now, man. Don't be one of those guys that comes once the fame comes and they're trying to get onto you in 2025, but they knew about you in 2023.
Y'all knew then.
But in 2025 and 26 and all that, when those are just bam, 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 you know, that's when usually a lot of people try to support. I ain't gonna lie, we didn't even get to support right away. We had some of the hottest rappers in the city we were trying to tap in at the time that didn't know who we were or give us the mind to even pay attention to us until they started seeing, you know, people like Sam Knight, yourself, that Mexican OT. So other people are gonna get on board now just from seeing what you're doing. So man, keep doing what you're doing. Go check out the video also. The last one. So you saying the last video you had dropped was back when you came out here, right? When you first came out here?
When I first came out here.
And this is the P.
No, PTSD is the song that I won. But if you're looking for the last music video that I dropped, it's called One Time.
Okay.
One Time right now was shot by Payphone Flow. It's a Houston videographer. Actually, I do have the PTSD performance from Straight Out of Texas on my YouTube. So if you're trying to just, like I said, everything's documented from fatherhood to lifestyle to health to wealth to mentality. If you really trying to tap in with the kid that did, make sure you follow me and make sure you go subscribe on YouTube to King Malcolm P, because everything's there from when I won, from when they announced my name, all of it's documented right now for y'all. I do this for you. So 2 years from now, they can't say, oh, I didn't have a chance to come tap in, because it's all going to be there. Y'all gonna help me grow. I promise you. Everybody that's part of this story, from Tex to Hustletown to just the entire Houston to Texas to Georgia, from my town to your town. If you believe in me, I believe in you, and we're gonna make this thing grow together, and we're gonna change the world and be a beacon of light, because that's what the world needs right now.
There it is right there, man. Hey, I'm telling you, man, don't sleep on my boy, man. Go follow King Malcolm P.
King Malcolm P, baby.
On all the social media platforms. And be ready, man, because he's going to be cooking up. Of course, you know, are there any other people, collabs, people that you're interested in working with as far as future projects or like my favorite question is a dream project. Say we walk out this door right now into a studio, and it could be anybody in there you want to work with. Matter of fact, it's gonna be a project. Let's say it's like an EP going on. Who would be sprinkled around that project? You know, it could be whoever you want, and it could be including also producers. Also, who would be in that dream project of yours featured on there with King Malcolm?
Okay, so we're gonna go artists first. Artists got to be Gates.
Okay.
Gates has been an influence to me so much. I actually have some music on the way with T-Rail. We still working that out. I think he's out of Arkansas, but he's a hard artist. He got a song with Boosie. But if we walk in there, it's Kevin Gates, it's Lil Wayne. We're gonna get Ryan Leslie on the production.
Ooh.
We're gonna get Troy Taylor on the vocals. We're gonna get Forte Bowie, who's out of Atlanta, who did a lot with Jacquees. We're gonna do that, and we're gonna give you pretty much a lot of King Malcolm, because I don't feel like saturating the market.
Right.
If it's a beautiful, and Adele. If I could just have anybody, Kevin Gates, Adele, and those producers, and then we good from there. I'm gonna give you a classic album. I promise you.
And I can see that coming to fruition one day, man, the way you're going. So, man, keep doing what you're doing, bro. You already know it's an open door policy at Hustletown Network with us, man. Anytime you want to tap in with us, man, holla at your boy, man. And artists, if you want to tap in, man, be sure to follow Hustletown Net on Instagram. That's the best way to hit us up. Or you can follow me personally, infamous_Tex, TEX on Instagram also. And let's tap in, man. Let's see what you got going on. Because you see my boy King Malcolm out here, man, in less than 1 year in H-Town. Came to a whole nother city and took a chance out there, because it's basically like you're starting. I feel like you're starting over when you come to a whole nother city in a way. Even though you have already came in on fire, you hit the ground running. It's basically like pressing a reset sometimes. Even name change and all that.
I literally came here with everything in the U-Haul, and my wife and my 3 kids driving behind me in our car.
Man.
Just us. And we came here. And within there, I've been on ESPN for a lot of y'all niggas who was hooping. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all that were playing football. So I appreciate it, man. I appreciate the views. I appreciate God using me as a vessel. I appreciate this opportunity. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that I can be here. Because like I said, it is restarting. I literally came here just me and my girl and my 3 kids. We didn't even know we never seen our house in person when we got here. We took a leap of faith, but I don't know. I wouldn't even call it a leap of faith. I feel like I was prepared before I got here, which is the hard work and the grind that you're talking about.
Man, That's right, man. Keep it up, my brother. I definitely see some bright future for you, man. We're here in the city. The city's welcoming you with open arms.
love you,
The artists that have seen you already perform, had art from here that saw you come in, win a straight out of Texas contest. Coming in your first month in Texas, pretty much.
First show ever in Texas.
Who would have knew? My boy, man, he did his thing. So don't sleep on King Malcolm. He gonna be making a whole bunch of noise, man. And again, man, I appreciate you blessing the Hustle Town and blessing our stage, blessing our stadium. And man, we're gonna keep doing it big, man. And again, hey, go Astros too, man. I got a shout to Astros
baby,
for the love.
Go Stroll, baby, for real, nah.
That's what it is, man. Right here from the world famous Compound Films. I am your boy, Infamous Texan King Malcolm, right here. Again, hit that follow, man. It's the Hustle Town Network. We out.